President Chandler, members of the faculty, Bishop Grandin Corporation, CIA Incorporation, excellent teachers, hard-working parents, and most especially our dear graduates. It is indeed a great honor for me to be here today at your graduation day. The first thing I would like to say is you made it. All of you must be looking forward to this day since you first stepped in the gates of this top-notch university, and finally, today is the day you are going to step out of this training ground and fight your battles in the real world. As I walk into this stadium, I observe that I have seen these kind of faces before. Then I realized these are our faces during our own graduation day. The kind of face that says, let's go home, have some fun, stay up late, but I need to sleep kind of face. I know, I have been there. Some of you might probably fall asleep as I am giving my commencement speech. Don't worry, I'd stop talking, of course, after I finish my 3-page speech, front and back. So let's get to the good part where I am to read my 3-page speech, which I know you won't probably remember after this day. Well, I don't even remember the name of our speaker during my own graduation, as well as the things she talked about that day. Having to speak in front of well-educated adults is quite a responsibility that has been taken up my system for months. For I know that you will carry the intensity of my words as you walk towards your career paths. At least that's what I had in my mind as I write this address. However, the pressure of sharing my story with you is still here with me at this very moment. To mark your academic success, I have decided to tell you my journey towards facing my own adversaries as an adult fighting for survival in the real world. My journey as a writer does not resemble the ones that is J.K. Rowling's story. I was not fighting against the physical adversaries the world has in store for the people like me. Rather, I was fighting a battle that I created. There are no soldiers or battlegrounds. There are no arrows piercing through a body or swords cutting off flesh. But there was me. The only foe I had to get rid of is myself's foes. Self-doubt, overthinking, depression, anxiety, and all sorts of mental representation of great armies that could shatter my kingdom in one attack. High school, for all we know, is the best part of our lives. We get to date the best people. We get to sleep in boring classes without anyone noticing. We have fun teachers who gives out candies and good grades, I guess. We get invited to parties, and most especially, we get to see our friends every single day. However, high school for me is such a bittersweet stage, for this is where I met the mental representation I was talking to you about. In my 12th grade, I was stressing about my college life since the year after that, I had to prepare my soul and my brain as well for university system. College came. I wasn't stressing about my life at that point anymore. Rather, I have successfully managed to think that I am a failure. Whenever I attend my lectures, I observe my blockmates with the thought of how should I compete? These people are doing a great job in being a college student, and me, the hard work I am doing is not even a drop from the ocean of perseverance my colleagues has as students who are aspiring to be professionals in the near future. But the thing is, my unique way of thinking pushed me to continue striving hard because I know that I have got nothing else to lose. Well, except for the fact that my mom, a single parent, is paying thousands of dollars for me to get into that university. From being a freshman to a senior, I have never once felt that I fail. You know the aftershock after a huge earthquake hit? Those came to me like a small waves that guided me throughout the invisible failure that I encountered without me recognizing it. And I still think of me as a failure up until now that I published over 25 books which became New York Times best-selling books. What I want you to take out from this is not to refer yourself as a failure. Thus, take the invisible hindrance that you think affects your overall view of success and use them as a ladder to push you higher and make it as the pressure that pulls you out when you are drowning. We all have strategies and techniques to help ourselves to move out of the quicksand, and it is one's mind to respond, decide, and take up consequences of his or her actions. Success cannot only be defined as having high-paying jobs or respectable positions. Rather, success is just a state of mind. We are capable of constructing our own definition of this word, and it is in our hands how we make use of this privilege that we have. As we part today, I would like to leave you with thousands of thoughts to make you wild, to make you braver, and to make you strong enough to face your own adversaries and your own versions of failure. And I would like to say congratulations for completing almost 4 years of education. Stay wild and stay gold.